future of autonomous vehicles should include making sure everyone on the road is aware that a vehicle is self-driving. So much of how we move through the world depends on recognition, either between the driver and the pedestrian or driver to driver. The SAE J3134 Automated Driving System Marker Lamp Standard will inform others on the road of a vehicle's automated driving status via blue-green lamps. One automaker that's already working to bring the standard to its vehicles is Mercedes-Benz. We had an opportunity to chat with one of the automaker's lighting experts about the standard and how it will be deployed on future vehicles. To talk a little bit more about J3134 in the real world and how this will integrate with pedestrians and drivers and bicyclists, etc. For Mercedes-Benz, we have Nicholas Sortino, Senior Engineering for Integral Safety Regulatory Affairs. Nicholas, thanks so much for chatting with me today. But before we get into the standard itself, let's talk a little bit about Mercedes-Benz and its Level 3 system, Drive Pilot.
Yep, so Drive Pilot is our Level 3 conditionally automated driving system. It's available in Nevada and California on the S-Class and EQS models.
On those vehicles you have, on these sort of test vehicles you're working with, you have the lights, the blue lights. So what are some of the goals for Mercedes-Benz in reference to SAE J3134?
Right, so our primary goal is to integrate ADS marker lamps conform to J3134 on a production automated driving system equipped vehicles for consumer purchase. We also strongly advocate for international harmonization of the standard, which would ensure a consistent global deployment.
And so can you explain a little bit how the technology, explain the technology used by Mercedes-Benz to achieve this?
Of course, so Mercedes-Benz, we seamlessly integrated the ADS mark lamps into the headlights, side mirror indicators, and also the rear taillights of our EQS test fleet vehicles. This design provided a 360-degree visual cue of the ADS operating state. Also, by adhering to the SAE recommended light intensities, these lamps are clearly visible in traffic without being distracting towards other road users.
And as autonomous driving technology is slowly becoming a reality, what are some of the challenges overall for Mercedes?
I think right now the greatest challenge is a lack of a unified federal regulatory framework for automated driving systems. Currently, testing and deployment permits are managed by a patchwork of state level and even city level regulations, which significantly limit the ability to achieve a nationwide deployment of ADS equipped vehicles.
Yeah, because it seems like, if one state has one rule, another state has another rule, another state has another state, for a manufacturer, that's almost unsustainable, especially when there's 50 different states in the U.S. What do you think SAE, Mercedes, and others complying with SAE 3134 need to do to educate the public about these lights? Because the average person, they don't know what we're talking about. They're not aware of what's coming. How do you tell, Joe Public, Jane Public, like, these are coming, this is what they mean?
Great, and that's a great question. Well, we need first a multifaceted approach. So first, we also need to engage with law enforcement. We want to ensure that they understand what these lights mean, and then we can update our first responder interaction plans accordingly. We can also leverage recommendations from the American Association for Motor Vehicle Administrators to promote J3134 conformity. Additionally, public education can occur at the point of sale, at the dealership. It can also be amplified through sales websites, social media, and other traditional news outlets as well.
And is there anything else about the standard and Mercedes' work within the standard that you'd like to share?
Yeah, in June of 2025, we submitted a comprehensive report to the California Highway Patrol on on-road interactions with ADS mark lamp vehicles in California. One of the key findings we found was that these lamps actually cause no change in driving behavior of other road users. Furthermore, we surveyed nearly 1,800 U.S. participants that showed over 70% of the participants supported ADS mark lamps. This data has been recognized, and our study was also selected by NHTSA as a publication at the Enhanced Safety of Vehicles International Conference, which is taking place in May of 2026. Across the sea, Mercedes-Benz also received an exemption to validate ADS mark lamps in Germany, which would be the first manufacturer to do so in Europe.
Well, thank you so much, Nicholas. I really appreciate you talking with me today.
Yeah, I appreciate the conversation. Thank you.
For more information regarding SAE's Lighting Systems Group or to purchase J3134, please go to sae.org.